I took 7 real estate videos that were at least 3, 4, 5, 7 years old, and I made one small change. I didn't change the title, I didn't edit them and re-upload them, but I did change one thing. And the difference that it made on those videos boggles my mind. The reason it was so surprising is because most real estate agents think that we have to keep feeding the machine. We have to keep posting. We have to be consistent. We got to keep making new videos for the YouTube channel and uploading and uploading and uploading. And while being consistent is important, you probably have gold sitting in your YouTube channel right now. You think that if those older videos are not getting any views, they're not getting any love from the algorithm, that they're dead, and you couldn't be more wrong. I've been teaching YouTube agents how to get business from YouTube for 8 years now. And if we haven't met, my name is Karin. I just celebrated my 20-year anniversary as a realtor. Yay! I started getting most of my clients from our YouTube channel in 2018, and I've never looked back. Now, I bet you have videos on your channel that are good information. It's solid info. You're helping people. You're showing everyone that you are the local area expert. But those videos are not getting any views. Why? Not because the video is bad, because people don't click on them in the first place. So I ran a very controlled test. I picked 7 videos from my channel that we hadn't touched in years. They were on different topics, totally different subjects. And I made one rule. We could only change one thing. And in a minute, I'm going to tell you what that one thing was, but I want to tell you the difference that it made first. Now, this is not my channel suddenly exploded. I went viral and I got 100 million views. That's not what happened. And that's actually the most important point. We didn't get more views and more impressions, but we got better views. We got views from people who were the right people. So when they clicked, they stuck around much longer. So I analyzed the data for the 30 days prior to making the change and the 30 days after making the change. And these were the biggest things that made a difference. Our overall watch time went up significantly. It went from 106.7 hours of watch time to 117 hours of watch time, which was a 9.6% bump in only 30 days. So even though the views didn't increase, they were staying longer. The right people clicked on this video and then they stuck around to the end of the video much more often than they did prior to the change. Instead of having a lot of new viewers, which means they've never seen you before, this is the first time they've ever watched any of your videos, they were returning viewers, people who had watched your videos in the past. They clicked, they liked it, and they came back for more. Now, surprisingly, the impressions stayed pretty flat. So this change didn't make YouTube suddenly start pushing our videos out to a lot more people, but it figured out who are the right people to watch this video, and it showed it to them. So what was the thing that we changed? It was the thumbnail. And it made a big difference. On our Rincon, Georgia video, the thumbnail got a 4.8% click-through rate, which is nothing to sneeze at. It's very respectable. Prior to the change, after we made the change, it went to 13.5%, from 4.8 to 13.5. That's almost triple. Now, it's very important that you learn how to make good thumbnails. So Katie on my team makes all of my thumbnails now, and I will link a video down below, and I'll also put it right up here, where you can follow along with us in real time and remake one of your video thumbnails for a video that you know is really good, but it's just not getting a lot of love from the algorithm. Let's try changing the thumbnail and see if that makes a difference. But don't go yet, because I have to show you what the before and the after thumbnails look like so that you make sure you're changing the right thing. So let's go look at what some of these thumbnails look like. My earliest thumbnails that I made myself, me with no graphic design background, just figuring out how to use Canva, this is what they looked like. They were very simple, solid background. Large, easy to read text. The font was large, but it wasn't scripty, it wasn't scrolly, it was very blocky, all caps, easy to read, with a box behind it in a different color so that it would just pop off of the page. A big, big picture of me. These were pretty out of focus. I'm not going to lie. These are definitely not the best photos I've ever taken in my life. And then the big white outline around us that was super popular in 2017, 2018. You might even have some of those on your channel that look like this. No shame. This was what was working back then. And these videos all had a very good click-through rate. But then the channel started to grow. And I got busy and I outsourced the editing and the thumbnail design to somebody else because we were making a lot of videos. We were putting them out more than once a week because I had 9 people on the team. So this person that I hired to make these for me, I don't love them. The top one seems to me very busy. It's just a stock photo of some guy. The text color is very difficult to read against the background. Like, this is not a very eye-catching thumbnail to me. And as a result, didn't get a lot of clicks. The next one down, I think that one was AI generated, if I recall. I tried some program where you just tell it what the video topic is and it will make the thumbnail for you. Yeah, and it kind of shows, doesn't it? It's not very interesting, and it didn't make anybody want to click on it. The third one was based on videos that were performing very well on YouTube at the time, of like interior design channels. They would talk about how to make your kitchen look fabulous, how to make your bedroom look fabulous, all of this aesthetic design stuff. And these were thumbnails that worked really, really well for those channels. So I made one for our channel. In the end, it just looks like too much to look at. I don't know what to focus on. Everything has equal importance, so I can't focus on any of it because the eye just doesn't know where to go. So if you're making any of these mistakes, here's what's working now. Back to the basics. These were the videos that we changed the thumbnails for. And Katie sat down and came up with a concept, probably in 20 minutes, half an hour, for what will the background color be? What will the color scheme be? What font will we use? And then all she had to do was replace the photo and change the text for each one. She was probably able to make all 7 thumbnails in about an hour. I think that's how long she said it took her to make them. You'll notice, very simple background, very large font, easy to read, not too many words on it. My photo is on there. This time it was more in focus. You're welcome. And I'm zoomed in pretty close. I'm not far away from the camera, but it's a good high resolution photo. But it's very, very simple, similar to the originals, isn't it? It looks more polished, but honestly, they're not really all that different. And this was what made the YouTube algorithm go out and start pushing our videos out to more people who not only clicked, they stuck around to the end of the video and increased our watch time and the audience duration hugely, hugely. So by changing the thumbnails, it made it so that the people who clicked on the video were more likely to stick around and stay to the very end of the video. And after all, isn't that what all of us want? You don't need more videos. You need better clicks with the ones you already have. So watch this video next, where we're going to teach you how to make a really great looking thumbnail. And hopefully you will have results like that on your channel, just like we did.